This son, you must come out. You must come out. All right. Can we do Bible study for 55 minutes? Can you help me turn to your left and right? Welcome the person next to you. Tell him you're welcome to church. Also, the system called the Babylon that corrupt the church, that quench the fire of revival in every church in the life of believers. And if we are able to establish to you that one of the aims of Babylon, show you how to regain and how to sustain spiritual fire. And that is why I want to talk about the path of spiritual progress. This part that I want to talk about this night is not the natural path that you know. Just like are you me? Are we together? So I want to journey a little bit to show you how you can read it on before I have to present it. Because if we don't show you how to maintain the fire, we only show you how to come out of Babylon. And you don't know who to fire you are. But you all know the story of Job. We all know the story of Job. Job was someone that even God recognized his authority and his spiritual stand and righteousness before God. But time came that Job was able to peep into the prophetic future of a believers. And what Job was trying to give us understanding here, it is only the part that Job was trying to call our attention to. This part, it can only accommodate one person. It can accommodate you and your wife, you and your father. It is a journey that you alone have to journey on the route and find what God has destined you to be in life. And that is why at that time you could recognize that even the wife of Job, she began to mock the man, tell the man that this God that you are serving, can't you rebel against the God so that you can be able to? So it's just like the same situation you are inside now. I don't know, maybe somebody here, somebody have told you that you go to church on Sunday in the morning, you go to church in the evening. Come and show us what are the ingredients, what are the economic realities of things that you have gained from the church that you go every day, Sunday morning, Sunday evening, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. That was the same situation that Job was into. But one thing they don't know, when a man was able to maintain progress on that path, that the angel come to communicate with him. And that's why before we talk about the Babylon, we were able to establish that every believer has what they call supervising spirit of his altars. So in case you are here, if you have not listened to that message, it's very good for you to go and listen to it. Because we don't have time to go back to it. But there is a path that I want to show us this evening. And anyone that was able to take this path serious, you began to see change in your journey with God. So the book of Job chapter, this is prophetic book. But the man used some code. And so you need to unravel those metaphors that Job used in the book of Job chapter 28 verse 7. He said, there is a path. There is a path. He didn't say, this is a path. There is a path. That means there are many options. Just like most of the time Jesus, he said, I want to say, no, that does not mean he does not have opinion on matters. I have many things to tell you. Always you hear Jesus make references of such words. I have many things to tell you. But always he reserves his opinion. Are you with me? But when it comes to the issue of doctrine, you only hear him talk to the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Because he doesn't stand where truth want to be manipulated. So Job said, there is a path which the fowl know it, and which the vulture's eye has not seen. Verse 8. The lions and wolves have not trodden it, nor the fairest lion passed by it. The mystery of the hidden part that Job was trying to call our attention to. So we need to dig deep to know what are the hidden things here. But there are some metaphors he used here. First metaphors he used was what? We read the Bible together now. What was the first metaphor that Job uses? Go to verse 7. Huh? No, verse 7. Foul. He tried to, the word foul here, we all know foul. Okay, before I go to the metaphors, let's do some few introductions so that we can bring everybody back to the church. All what we need now as a generation, we need intervention and divine intervention to a spiritual depth. Every time Jesus gathers his people, something remarkable happens. Each time, when the children of God are gathering, it means that something remarkable had happened. It's never just another meeting. It is always a divine appointment. The path of spiritual progress is not a motivational journey. It is a spiritual migration. It is a process by which ordinary men are transformed into carriers of divine authority. All together. This path is not just visible to the natural eye. It is hidden treasure, reserved for those who hunger for God. Beyond religion, beyond routine, beyond repetition. The path described in John chapter 28 is a secret pathway for spiritual progress. It is not accessible to vulture, to lions. It is reserved for those who walk in the spirit. Now, this message will guide us through the stage of that path, revealing the principles, the disciplines, and demand required to walk in priesthood and purity and power. All together. There is something Job was trying to give our attention to. He said the foul. The man Job was trying to equate human being to foul. There are many birds in this world, but there are different birds. We have the vulture, we have the dove, we have the fowl, we have the eagle. But you don't know that fowl, his ability to fly is at a low level. In fact, sometimes if a fowl wants to fly, as if he's afraid to take off his wing and fly. So what does fowl represent in word Job? Fowl here simply represent a surface level seeker. A surface level seeker, or those with limited depth. Foul here simply means surface level seekers or those with limited depth. Because birds fly above but do not exploit the depth. Spiritually, this represents people who engage God on superficially but never pursue depth intimacy. Two things. They pursue for God on the surface but never pursue God for depth. Are we together? it's this matter we are raising this evening. I want you to pay key attention. When you grab this revelation, your life will never remain the same. You know, fowl, they have ability to go and begin to use their legs. But the Bible is saying that all they do is at the surface. They can't dig down to the ground. And as they were doing all what they are trying to do to get food, they will get food. That's why many believers. Have you asked yourself a question? Is there any day that you don't have food to eat? No matter how you have something to eat. Maybe you stumble to go and greet your friend, and at the time you arrive, food has done. So you pretend to begin to bring the issue of the governor. The governor says he want to pay the ghost worker next on Monday. Story began, story, then food is done. They say, will you eat? You say, well, and if you're not careful, this matter we are talking laughing, if you're not careful, your mind and your heart will begin to adjust to make you believe that the level where you are, you're okay. And you hear some people who say that, well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't lack anything, I'm okay, I'm satisfied. Something is wrong. They seek for God superficially, but never pursue for depth of intimacy. So in your journey in life, never accept where you are. You must go further to know the depth of what is happening. It took me 2 months to gather this thing I'm teaching you today. Because when we began to teach believers, my sound here is low, honestly speaking. We began to gather believers to teach them about Babylon. And we have said that we are asking them to come out of Babylon. And we don't have the ability to teach them how to progress or migrate. That will be a problem. So, the next thing, or the next metaphor that we need to look upon here is what? The vulture's eye. Vulture, he can fly. But vulture cannot fly 36 above the sea level. That's vulture. And vulture has what they call a sharp eye. At the top there, vulture can pick any animal, anything rusted, anything that is dead. I don't know the wisdom that Job was able to gather to begin to equate human being to vulture. Okay. Now, vulture here represent natural perception, sharp intelligence. Vulture have a keen eyesight and can spot death from afar. Yet they cannot perceive spiritual mysteries. This symbolizes those who rallied on intelligence or logic or lack revelation. Job is saying that there are some believers, they are very sharp. If the man wants to call your attention, they're the most beautiful. Job is saying that these people, you're not seeing that the governor is enjoying. If that enjoyment, they did not include Christ in that part. There are many preachers that are well intelligent. All they teach is logic. Logic in his name, it's not a bad thing. But logic can be bad in the hands of a bad man. Just for instance, a preacher to come on board to say that we should be careful. He put aside the main issue that United States of America is coming to help Nigeria of the killings. But he came out to say that what America are coming to do is to come and take our resources. With the resources we have, that our leaders have been taking all this year, what contribution has that had to do with us? They are only eating it, embezzling it for their children and for their great-grandchildren. And because they know that you people are like chicken, no, you people here. You know, politicians believe that you people are chicken. They'll come and throw a mess and you'll be picking. So no wonder even Job say many people in the church are like fowl, some are like vulture. Well intelligent, and you have not prayed to the level that God have shown you the revelations or the prophecy hanging over your head. So since I know that my own calling is to preach the gospel, maybe you may be asking question. I'm not articulated in my every Sunday. I must labor for 2 hours in prayer, no matter what I do. And the reason of that level for 2 hours, apart from the other prayer I've done in the night or the other days, the 2 hours prayer is just for me to speak English. Most of you, you're more articulated than me. But there was a hunger in me, and I knew that I have tried many options. I have tried many paths, but those paths are not helping me. Francis, can you make the sound a bit heavy for me? It's too light. And increase my feedback. Hey, when I suppose know me, maybe if you reduce the mid and increase it to give us the good sound. The last of the sound is more than this sound. I'm taking this small because I don't want to fly. That's why I started flying, because he's following me play. So I don't want it to stop him. But no, play. You have started, don't stop. I don't want it to start. All right. In your looking, very good. Don't forget. Look for what? Revelation. All of us sit here, there's everything that God has spoken concerning you. So he's saying that they are well intelligent, they are sharp, but they lack revelations. The next point, the next metaphors here is lion babies. Now this symbolizes youthful strength. They all shall drink. The young shall do what? But also immature or immaturity. Young lions are bold, energetic, but not yet wise or seasoned. Spiritually, this refers to believers with zeal but lack depth or discipline. He's trying to call our attention that there are some believers are still babes. They refuse to grow. The growth we are talking about here it's not about numbers of your age. It's about spiritual growth. No matter what you do, they still remain babes. They do what? They have strength, they have potentials, but they are immature. You can use this to preach for minister conference. There are many ministers that are immature. We are working. I thank God every day that God has not given me the visibility now. I'll make all my mistakes. And as I began to grow, then I began to take note. I'm on some path. Because there is not every path that leads to destiny. There are some paths that does not lead to destiny. There are some people today in the church, if you go and ask them, there's a path they choose. Because of their immaturity, They felt, this is youthful age. Allow me to enjoy myself. Then, when they are 20, when they are 30, in church you see them crying. Why must you be the one always coming to come and say, mercy every time? Because they thought that path that they choose is a path that will lead them to success. Now they are crying. I have met many young ladies in US and UK. They have never known a man till today. And I asked them, what is the difference? What's the experience? They say, sir, I don't know. I was asking her. She said she don't even know anything about. Okay, she may be listening. The baby following me now. But anyway, this thing I'm trying to say, it will help them if you're following me. There are some things that you people who call maybe women, they said, I don't know how to maneuver myself. Okay, there's a part I'm trying to say. You can see a preacher that is immature or come on board on pulpit like this, that lack revelation, lack depth. We'll be talking about women menstrual pain. That women should forget about what they are doing. That there is nothing like menstrual pain in the Bible. That women are just trying to humanize imbalance. He said there is nothing like that. That's not what Jesus preached. That's not what. In fact, the Bible has holiness. The Bible has prosperity. But the Bible is not for holiness. The Bible is not for prosperity teaching. The Bible is for what? The kingdom of God. When you see a preacher make such statement, you begin to wonder, where is this coming from? Are you together with me? So there is a path that you must join in on that path, and you realize that what God began to do with you in that path is in alignment with the kingdom authority. The path is not a path for everybody. It's a path choosing for people that are ready to sacrifice, people that are ready for God to build them. Today we have immature people today, and most of you is the path that you choose. Today you're crying. I know a sister that's chatting me up. She said, Pastor, can I still have children? That she have done 35 abortions in her life. 35 abortions in her life. What was the excuse? She said, Pastor, my mother is a poor. Everybody in my family are poor, so I have to find another mate. That is a path she has chosen. And today she's crying. She's asking if she can. Anything you choose in this life outside the authority of God, you will pay dearly with your blood. You pay. You will definitely pay. And the pay here simply means you must come before God and start crying for mercy. Before you don't know even when the measurement of mercy, you don't know how it can be measured. You don't know when He will answer, if He have answered you to receive your sacrifice of pleading. I'm seeing some of you, I don't want to call them today. They go and hold a brother and snap picture. There is a path. The foul know it. I don't know how you guys are doing it though. You're hugging a lady, hugging a guy. It's my cosmate. Okay, don't worry. Cosmate will cost you your destiny. The second or third metaphors. The fairy lion. The fairy lion represents raw power, dominance, fearless. Yet, even this strength cannot access the hidden part. This symbolize those who rallied on human strength, charisma, or authority, but yet are disconnected from spiritual wisdom. Francis, the thing is the best too much. Wanna be patient with me? I don't know that when I know lion now, lion can come in the jungle and say, "Oh!" just to register his presence. There are some people, when they appear, they want to register their presence in the class because they are the most beautiful ladies. Some are doing BBL to have buttocks. The path that every man chooses in this life, surely that path will ask you one day. Power, dominant, fearless. Yet, even this strength cannot access the hidden path. Your beauty has nothing to do with this path we're talking about. Your charisma has nothing to do with this path we're talking about. Your clothes, your wardrobe, your house, your money, everything that you have has no capacity to show you the hidden path. There are 8 things I want to show you this evening about Job. Just this one verse. We may add some verse, but this one verse is our this for today. Number 1, the hidden part. The hidden part. This part is not visible to natural man. It is a spiritual route that requires revelation. I say it again. This path is not visible to a natural man. It is a spiritual road that requires revelation. John chapter 8, 28, verse 7 to 8, where we read, it shows that even the most intelligent man or intelligent creatures cannot find it. A natural man cannot see this part. How many of you know that witches and wizards, apart from these 2 eyes, they have another eye? So they use that eye to access the spiritual realms. So a normal believers, what God does with you is that when we begin to exercise your spirit, 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 then before you know, you take up a journey far beyond the height of fowl. Fowl cannot go as high. That Bible said that we shall mount up with wings like what? Eagles. Eagles can take a flight to more than 50-something thousand above the sea level. And we have 3 types of eagles. There are eagles that eat flesh of friend to tell the wife some things. But this is you can't trust your friend. As soon as you are telling your friend something, as if she or he was praying for you to start going home. As soon as you're going, even they don't have credit, they will borrow credit and the telephone. Sister Amma came to my house. She said, "Oh, you don't know human being." If there are people that fear these days, it's human being. First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. Quickly. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. So how did you receive the things of God? I mean the things of the Spirit of God. It's through your human spirit. For they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually designed. They are spiritually designed. Listen to this. You must be born of a spirit to access the things of the spirit. Spiritual progress begins when we lose appetite. Spirit cannot trust you with their depth, with their insight. And that's why most of all we can pick when somebody is giving a wrong. And that's why today we have all kinds of preachers that are thieves, that are armed robbers, that are selling waters, selling perfume, selling stoves, selling all kinds of things, because they have, in fact, all that they are doing has nothing to do with the body of God, of Christ. Will be as bad, because most of them have sold their soul to the devil. So Job understands people that are mafias, people that want to do all kinds of things in the church today, because they don't have patience for this part. They want it sharp. Number 2, this part will demand from you separation. The demand of separation. That's point number 2. Demand for separation. Romans chapter 12 verse 1 to 2. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that ye present your body as a living sacrifice, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, faith, will of God. So for you to prove that which is acceptable, your ministry to be acceptable in the sight of God, you must do what? There's a demand for what? Separation. There's no man that God will call that God will not give a commandment. That man's journey will go beyond the 10 commandments. It's just commitment, personal commandment. Just like pastors has their criteria. One of my sisters called me that I should meet her at Roadhouse. I was there. She said I should come inside. I said, oh, no, I'm not coming inside. She said, no, they sell soft drink here. I said, no. Bible says we should not do miscropping. So you are doing miscropping. You are selling alcohol and you are selling soft drink. I said, me, I'm not entering. When God calls a man, we have tried the other side of the world. They will fortify you. Sometimes after they fortify you, they will carry matches to try and see if the thing will enter your body. Even cultists does that. So when God calls a man, he would make sure that everything. Moses said unto him, I can't go. Meanwhile, Moses does not have stammering. It was when God called him and said, go. The man starts stammering. Have you not read from your Bible? He said the man was a man of excellence. The call of God upon a man most of the time, words to say. He said, I can't go if your presence does not go with me. So whoever that have found a place for separation, the place that where you could keep yourself in your room and begin to pray. Make sure in all or you're doing, make sure that you have time for God. In this kingdom, you have no excuse. I have some people say, we are a student. I am this. Oh, before you became student, other people are students. But we are able to balance it. The next point. Separation is not isolation. It is divine preparation. Separation is not isolation. It's what? Divine preparation. The way God prepared Job, that thing gave me understanding that Job, God really prepared that man. Such men, they cannot deny Jesus at any point. When I hear what some people are saying from the south part of Nigeria about what is happening in the north, in the north, against you like bulldozer. Against you like bulldozer. Aljigan. Aljigan. Not against faith, you are see a child. Find weed. Not against faith, you are see a child. Find weed. Most people in the God. What is the meaning of these things? The things of God are foolish to the natural eye. If any circumstances to happen to a man that have walked on this path, you ask question. What are you saying? Most of the time, God have been speaking, but you're not hearing. Most of the time, the answer, the request, that prayer you put to your natural. And when I went before him, there are many